All right, everybody. Came up here on the weekend trying to get some videos for you guys. I guess I'll do a quick walkthrough of some new arrivals now that the rain has stopped and the wind has stopped blowing. It's been a rough week for the weather. We got a Jeep Grand Cherokee here. It was wrecked in a field, left. Tow truck company got it, brought it back. 13 Audi A4, bad motor on this one. This is a 2020 Mustang. It's got the Ecotec 4-cylinder motor in it. This one they pulled out in front of a dump truck, from what the tow truck driver has told me on this one. There is not really much good on this car. Just about every panel is damaged. But it does have good drivetrain. We got a Toyota Highlander. It's got some decent low miles. This is a V6 automatic car, or SUV. Hit pretty hard in the front corner. So this will be a good one to part out. This one here is a 16 Lincoln MKX. No, this is gonna be an MKZ maybe. Yeah, MKX. So this one here has got some good panels, hitting the front. Got an Audi TT Roadster here. This one's hitting the driver front corner. Could be fixed, but it got into the inner structure pretty good, so we're just gonna part this one out. It runs and drives. I think it had 100. I cannot remember the mileage. I think it was over 125,000 on this one. But decent body parts on here to sell. Top is typical, coming apart. I like that it's a blue top too instead of black. I think it looks good with the blue color. Automatic, and this has the low horsepower motor. This is not the high horsepower motor on this one. Got a 16 Mazda 6 Sport. Got a 14 Impala that was destroyed. 03 Pathfinder, and then we got a 3 Series BMW up here. I think it's a 328i with a 5-speed manual, which is pretty nice. This has 193,000 miles on it. They sold this one for scrap because it had a sensor that was bad in it and they could not get it to work right. HHR here. This one, I cannot remember what was wrong with this one, but this one has been sitting for a very long time. It's over here trying to get cleaned up so we can get that one ready to go in inventory. Got a T100 here hitting the front. Got another Lincoln sedan. That's a hybrid car. Got a Fiesta over there, low mileage, T-boned. Acura RDX, Jeep Compass, and a 14 Kia Forte. Also got a 16 right there, 16 Kia Forte. Another Lincoln sedan, Honda Civic. I think that's a 14 model rollover. And then this old police car, which I'm going to do a video on it separate. Also these Porsches here, we're going to do a different video on those. I have this Panamera GTS. This one here we are actually going to fix. We bought this one to fix. But I got a BMW I'm working on now. As soon as the BMW is done, this one will be going in and we will be getting this one ready to be fixed. We'll probably drive and enjoy this one for a little while and then probably sell it later. But we got a pretty good deal on this car, so we are going to go ahead and get this one fixed up and drivable. All-wheel drive Dodge Police Charger here. I don't know what's wrong with this one. This is actually out of the batch of 62 cars that I bought, so we're gonna check this one out later. Got a Ford over here. This came in about 4 days ago. This one's getting crushed. There's nothing really good on this vehicle. It's pretty rusty. This one here is from out back, and also this one. Both of these are going to be getting crushed in the pile. We just didn't have any room over there, so they're sitting over here till they get room to go over there. We got an S10 here. I don't know what's wrong with this one. Have not checked it out yet. It looks in pretty good shape. The bottom of the cab's rusty, and the bed is rusty, so she's definitely gonna have some rust. Decent interior. We'll probably keep that one, but I'll double check it later. Got a Jetta here, just destroyed, full of junk. This one also came from that batch of 62. This will be cleaned up, or cleaned out, and then taken over there to get ripped up. The Element has come in across the scale. It's going to get shredded. There's nothing on this we need. This E-Series 350, it was wrecked. This came from a different towing yard. This one here will be inventoried for parts. Should have good motor, good tranny. Let's see what else we got. This one here came across the scale. This is a Ford Thunderbird. Motor has been taken apart. It's laying all over inside the car. Pistons are sitting on the seats. This one here will be getting crushed. Automatic junk car. We actually get quite a few of these cars in, and we don't really ever sell anything on these cars. This is a turbo PT Cruiser. This one was brought in from a tow company. This was abandoned on the road. No one came to pick it back up, so don't know what's wrong with it. Probably blown motor. This is an automatic car, pretty ragged out, nasty. So this one probably getting crushed. That one's been here a little while. That's a new Passat. It's a diesel. I don't have a key. I'm debating on whether to make a key for it to see what's wrong with it. This one was abandoned, and it's only got 88,376 miles on it. I don't understand why people just leave stuff out and never come pick them back up. This one here was towed in, bad motor. It's got the 4-cylinder. We do need the transmission, and we will sell a lot of front end pieces. So a lot of people still like these little S10s. So that one is going to be a keeper. This one here also came from the batch of 62. This is a Plymouth Voyager. I don't know what's wrong with this one. It does have keys. I'm going to check it. But I think this one was picked up in the city as an abandoned car. This one was sold to us. This is a Mini Cooper S. Bad engine, good transmission. This has the 6-speed manual. And I actually bought another Mini Cooper yesterday. It's a 2011 Mini Cooper Clubman. It was wrecked in the rear passenger side. So we got to go pick that one up in Raleigh on Monday. This has got some aftermarket exhaust on there. So this one we're going to keep. It's going to get parted out. We have another PT Cruiser. This came from the batch of 62. Hit hard in the front. Fire department used it to practice on, so it's cut up. I'm going to check the mileage. If the mileage is good, we're going to pull the motor because the motor is still good. The rest of it will be getting crushed. Got a Dodge Ram here. I got a guy up in Nova Scotia, Canada that buys a lot of these Dodge parts. I actually sold my complete body off of one of my trucks to him last week. So he's probably buying the bed, the fenders off of this one as well. I will be taking this off because I collect those, and anything else off of this Dodge that I might grab, as I have a large collection of these Dodges. So anything that I might be able to use, I will take off of this one as well. But this one's getting parted out. We got a Honda Civic SI. Hit pretty good in the front. This is a manual transmission car. So good motor, good tranny. This is wrecked. The oil sticker actually is pretty low too. I think it's like 170 something, 157. So that's good. It's got the SI seats, but the bags are blown. On the driver's side, passenger side, still pretty good, just nasty. We got a Scion TC rollover. It's got over 200,000 miles, but we need the motor, so we're gonna inventory this one. When the motor sells, that one's getting crushed. We have a Chevy Tahoe here. This one came from a separate auto dealer. I don't know what's wrong with this one. They said it runs and drives. Keys are in it. I have not had a time to check it. If it does run and drive, we're gonna inventory this one for parts. Got a Nissan Sentra here hitting the front. I have to check the mileage on this one. These motors still do sell. They're not worth that much, but if the mileage is decent on this one will be used for parts. This one just came in yesterday from Copart, long bed Chevy, which we desperately need these long beds. They're worth a ton of money, and this thing is mint. This bed will be worth a large chunk of money. So I'll probably already have that bed sold. And this truck actually had decent low miles too. This is a V6. It's got the 4.3 in it, I'm pretty sure. The mileage was pretty low. Oil sticker was at 122. There's no power on it yet. I think they lit it up and it was around 128. Manual doors, which these are actually kind of hard to find. A lot of the doors we get on these are power, so manual doors are harder to find. The doors are worth some good money. The bed is definitely worth some good money. And then you also have the drivetrain. So this was a very good buy. I'm very happy with this truck. Let's see what else we got. We got a Lexus here. This should run and drive. Have not checked it yet. This would probably be a keeper. I think it had high mileage. We got a Kia here, Sportage. I think a 13 model. This is a bad motor, typical on these Kias. These Kia motors are junk. We buy them all day long like this with bad motors. But the price of buying a wrecked one and then paying someone to put it in is just not worth it. So we just part these out for body panels. We actually have two of them. I think this one here. There's another one down there somewhere, which I'll get to it here in a second. Hyundai Elantra, I think a 16 model hitting the front. This one here would be parted out. This one here drove in. Good motor, which we do need. This is a Chevy Equinox. It's got some front end damage, but it should have the 3.4, I think. This one's got the 3.4, which we need. Yes. So this one will be parted out. Dodge truck, we're gonna part this one out. The body's pretty much destroyed, but it's got a good transmission, so we need that. This one here has been here a while. I got some issues with this truck that I got to deal with. This one came from Copart, 13 Ford Escape, hitting the front, 2-wheel drive. So this one here would be a good one to part out. This one here I bought for a yard car. This was a trade-in at the car dealership. I think 248,000 miles on this one. All-wheel drive, so this would make a really good yard car, so we're gonna keep this one. That one came in. We bought that one for scrap, so it's gonna get crushed. There's no core on it. We don't really sell anything on those cars, so those are leaving. We also have this Chevy Silverado we bought this week. Ran off the road, hit a tree. As you can tell, it's still in the truck. Very high mileage on this truck. It was over 300,000 miles on this truck, but it's got a good bed. And you'll still sell motor, tranny, rear axle. So this one here wasn't too bad of a buy. We're in this for, all right, I guess, for the mileage and the dents and dings and stuff on the body. It was a work truck. We're in it for a decent amount, but we should be all right as long as the drivetrain comes out all right. But those are the gambles you gotta do in this life. I got a M35 here. This one was wrecked. I have not checked it. If the mileage is good, we will keep this car for inventory. M35 parts do not sell that good, so if the drivetrain is low, we'll keep it. But if not, this is leaving, because we do not sell M35 parts. I mean, it's just not a type of vehicle that people fix. G35s, yeah, they do get fixed more often, but the M35s, we have not had much luck selling stuff off of these. We have a Kia Optima. This is a 13 model. Again, bad motor. The two 4s are just garbage. So this is a bad motor, good body. So we're gonna keep it for body panels, and then it's just gonna get crushed. This one came from the auction, 05 Chevy Colorado. Hit hard in the rear, but got good mileage. Brand new tires, matching set of tires. So that's nice. Chevy Impala, that one came from the auction. So far it runs and drives. I gotta take it out on the road and test it out. That one probably will be for sale. I have a title for it, a clean title. This one here, super high mileage. It's like 340, I think, on mileage. Bad transmission, but super clean front end. We'll keep it until we sell front end parts, and then that one will probably get crushed. Nissan Xterra, I forget what was wrong with this one. This one's actually been here a while. Toyota Camry, this one here, bad motor. Probably gonna get a couple parts pulled off of this one and crushed, like the headlights and hood, front bumper if it's good, because we do still sell a lot of that stuff. Scion XB, this one came in late last night. Front end is damaged, definitely needs a cleaning. We'll probably clean this one up, but check this out. It's a manual. It's pretty rare, especially on these. This one here has been sitting a while. As you can tell, the snake skin's in here, pretty nasty. Bad motor. We're gonna light it up, see if the mileage is good. If it's good, we'll keep it. If not, it's out of here. Crown or Grand Marquis. I think the fuel problem on this one, gotta double check. Got a yellow Camaro here. This is a 3.6 automatic, hitting the front. This one here we will be keeping. I think it's a 15 model, not sure. Yeah, 6 of 15. Could go either way, 15 or 16, but I'm not gonna count the digits. All the bags are blown, automatic, hopefully low mileage, but I have not lit it up yet. This one came in from the batch of 62. Definitely needs to be pressure washed before we get this thing in inventory, because she's been sitting a while. Pretty nasty. All right, that one's been here a while. This one here has been here about 2 weeks. This is a Hyundai Santa Fe. Can't remember what's wrong with this one, but I think it's a bad motor. I think this one had a bad motor. 08 Dodge Durango, bad transmission, 3.7. Can you believe this thing has a 3.7 in it? I would have never guessed that they put a 3.7 in these big old Durangos, but this one's got one, and it actually runs good. Got an MDX all-wheel drive. This one came from the auction this week, hitting the front. They did not light this one up. I was worried she's gonna have super high mileage, because these motors are still selling. Transmissions aren't worth much, but motors are. But check this out, 2,824 at 166 for mileage. So this one was a winner. Good buy on this one. I'm pretty happy about that for what we paid for this car. I was expecting it to have close to 300,000, and she's got way less miles. So that one was a good buy. Kia Forte. No, yes, that is a Kia Forte. Thought it was a Kia Rio. Might be a Kia Rio. Oh, this one's been here a while. Yep, Kia Forte. This one bought about 8 months ago at a tow yard. Been waiting to get a key made for this one, as it has been abandoned. So I need to figure out what's wrong with this. I'm betting on bad motor, but the motor turns by hand, so you never know. But I gotta get a key made. Honda Accord Coupe. This is a 03 model, should be 04 model. 04. This is a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder automatic. This one here is also a keeper. Wrecked. We need a drivetrain. That one's been here a while. This one here actually drove in. I think I got this truck sold. This truck drove in. The rings in it are bad. It smokes like a freight train, but good tires. They just put new shocks on it, new battery. They did some other new stuff to it, and it runs really good. And they just brought this in and sold it for junk. So I think I have this one sold. This would make a good truck. This is a Kia Sorento 13 model, I believe. Bad engine, again, junk, but we're gonna keep it. It's got good body panels. This is that other Sportage, another one, bad engine. Again, we're gonna keep it for selling body panels. This one came in late last night. I did not even look at this one yet. This is a Suburban. Ooh, and it was a diesel. 1500 diesel. That's pretty rare on these trucks, especially in a Suburban. Oh, we got a propane tank. Looks like no one's seen that. We do not take propane tanks, especially if they still have a valve. Oh, and that one's got a valve. Nope, that's not a propane tank. That's for air conditioning. These are air conditioning ports, so we'll have to dispose of that the right way instead of people hiding it in cars when they haul it for scrap. It's so aggravating. We'll check this one out, see if there's anything worth pulling off of this, because we're probably not going to keep it. If the doors are good, we'll probably pull these doors. These doors are worth some good money if they're original, not aftermarket junk. That one's been here a while. We got a Hyundai. I can never remember these darn things. It's some weird Veracruz, that's what it was. Hyundai Veracruz. This one here also, bad engine, go figure. But we're gonna keep it. We only got one other one out here. That's a Veracruz, and it was really ragged out. This one here's got some decent panels. They're a little sun-baked, but it's got some decent front end pieces. So we will keep that one. So there you go, guys. That is a batch of some new ones that have come in. Sorry this video took a little bit longer, but there's actually quite a bit of cars that has come in. And the ones that we bought from the towing yard of the 62, I think only 8 of those actually showed up this week. So we have a lot more coming. This one here, we've actually had for almost a year now. It's been sitting up front by the entrance, trying to see if we could sell this boom attachment on here, and nobody wants to buy it. So we've been trying to sell for $600. Nobody wants it, and to be honest, it would probably bring that once we throw it in the trailer. So we undid all the bolts. We're going to be pulling this off the back of the truck on Monday, and this is going in the scrap pile. We are going to be scrapping this bucket truck out. Don't know if it works, but I figured for $600 someone would want it, and nobody wants it. So she is leaving. I need to get that off so I can move this truck with the loader, because we need the transmission. I got someone who wants to buy the wheels, the front leaf springs, and I know if I put that transmission in inventory, it will sell. So I got to get that off so I can inventory that to get the money back out of the truck. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. I'll try and get some more videos up today, or at least get them done today. That way you guys have something to watch over the next month or two. But appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one.